We're going to talk about how to write numbers in scientific notation and how to write numbers from scientific notation back to standard notation. So still part of Unit 2, so we're coloring orange. Keeping up with your color coding. Okay, here we go. Scientific notation is a way for people to express very large and very small numbers. First thing we're going to look at is converting from standard to scientific. So we look at the digits given. Without changing the order of the digits, we need to create a number greater than or equal to 1 and less than 10. We have to count the number of times we move the decimal, and this will form your exponent with a base of 10. If you move the decimal to the left, your exponent is positive. If you move the decimal to the right, your exponent is negative. Example 1. I have 176 million. So if I look at these digits right here, I see a 1, a 7, and a 6. So I'm going to use those digits 1, 7, 6, and I have to place my decimal to make a number between 1 and 10. So it has to be bigger than 1, less than 10. So if I put my decimal right here between the 1 and the 7, I have 1.76. So then I go back to my original. My decimal is right here at the end. It's kind of hidden. And I'm going to move to the left. I'm going to count the number of times I had to move it until it shows up between the 1 and the 7. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spaces. So it's going to be times 10 to the positive 8 since I moved to the left. All right, next number, I have 0.00000005398. So if I look at my digits, I know I have a 5, a 3, a 9, and an 8. Then I have to place my decimal to make a number between 1 and 10. So to do that, it's going to end up between the 5 and the 3. And so then again, I start at my decimal. I'm moving to the right this time, so my exponent's going to be negative, and I count the number of times I move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I move the decimal 9 times, so that's times 10 to the negative 9. Okay. Now we're going to convert in the other direction, so we're going to convert from scientific back to standard. So we're going to start in this form, and we're going to go back to this form. First thing we have to do is look at the exponent. If the exponent is positive, we move the decimal that many spaces to the right. If the decimal is negative, we move the decimal that many places to the left. And we fill in spaces with zeros. Okay, I have 3.14 times 10 to the 4th. So I'm going to start 3.14 times 10 to the 4th. So I'm moving 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. New decimal. And I fill in these spaces with zeros. So my answer is going to be 31,400. Okay. 1.9 times 10 to the negative 8. I'm going to be moving to the left so I can kind of plan ahead how I write this. So I'm going to start with 1.9. I'm moving 8 spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, my staple's in the way. Let's try this again. 1.9. I'm going to move 8 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New decimal, and I fill in all those spaces with zeros. So the answer for this one would be 0.1234567 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 9. So hopefully that helps you with scientific notation. You will either use this in science this year or have already used it. So again, it's a very useful skill that you'll need to know. Thanks, have a good evening, and I will see you in class tomorrow.